know people that in our house are doing. So when I was younger, and still to this day, I always say this to myself whenever if I ever do become, somebody in politics, that the one thing you should fear is the public. You should fear the public because they are your masters. They're the people who vote you in. They're the people who made you who you are. The same as the media. Like, in this country, Leo Varadkar and all the rest of them just walking to RT and this, it's like a childcare facility. They just pat it on the head and give them a nice, giving Coca-Cola and everything like that because, not putting any pressure. They're not giving any pressure. They're not being just demanded answers out of. Like they should be afraid. Like Leo Varadkar and Simon Howard and they should be afraid to go in to OT out of fear that what they could be asked or what they could say, what they have to say, because they know what they're going to be asked. There's no surprises. They know exactly what they're going to ask, and they told OT not to say this, that, and the other about them. That's why they didn't go on Vincent Browne. Like when Vincent Browne was doing it, like Vincent Browne would stop. He bully. That time it was the fellow over the unions. What they call it. He was going for his Labour leader now, Alan Kelly, isn't it? Alan Kelly. He made, like, I remember watching it that night when Vincent Browne tore into Alan Kelly. He tore into Alan Kelly. And Alan Kelly just he was tick. He got him so ticked that he just walked out. And Vincent Browne just made people, and no Fine Gael people were watching the show. No Fine Gael people because they were that terrified on what he could do to them. Because literally he literally waged Alan Kelly to the heads of the moon. And that's a good media. That's a good media. OT, you never see anybody walk out of OT. That's a should happen. A politician, because they have it all written down. Have Leo Varadkar, they know what they're going to say to Leo Varadkar. They have told Leo Varadkar and everything like that. They're not going to embarrass him or anything like that. And that's the wrong way of doing it. If you are media, you should have the hard questions, ask the hard questions to the politicians that the taxpayer pays. They're not there for the fun of it. And that's why Vincent Browne was something like nowadays. That's very hard to come by. Because I remember watching Vincent Browne show many nights, and there was no Fine Gael on it. Fine Gael were too afraid. They were absolutely mortified to go near Vincent Browne's show. Because they didn't, because he just randomly started shouting abuse at them. And that was fair enough because they got the hard questions at him because Alan Kelly couldn't answer the questions. He couldn't answer them, and that's why he got so tick. Because he got tick and he couldn't bear to answer them, and he didn't know what to say, so he got up and ran away. Which is what happened. But OT asks no hard questions, and it's the same. If I was a politician, I might as well say straight. The two biggest fears I would have, I'd be answerable to the public, not what he fears, but you're answerable to the public. Whatever the public asks, you have to answer. You can't run away and just say, "Oh, I'm not going to answer it." The second is the media. Either be the newspapers, either be the news team or anything like that. But I wouldn't really ask any questions from OT. If OT came up to me and asked me any questions, I'd probably give them a cock and bull story. Because OT just I don't know what kind of media they are, because they don't ask the hard questions. All politicians, as soon as they walk into any media place, they should be terrified. They should be terrified that there be questions on their policies on different things. They should be terrified. It's like Leo Varadkar, they haven't even breaking the sweat. If I was on an interview, take for example on these new people taking over from Vincent Van Cattegat at 11 o'clock on Virgin Media. You should be breaking the sweat. You should be breaking the sweat saying, "Oh my God, what can they bring me? What can they ask me out of the blue?" Because they know they know what they're going to be asked. So they're not really that bothered about it. They're not really too concerned because they have it all worked out in their head. But that night with Fitz about Alan Kelly didn't have a clue what he was going to say to him. He absolutely just annoyed him and saved his life. But that's a good media if you can annoy the politicians. OT just gives them a pat in the back and really just gives them a fruit salad and everything like that. But yeah, that's what's that. But I'm sure people would agree with me. The public, politicians should be answerable to the media, to free media, not media that takes their side. No media should take any politician's side. Now, it's okay if they're doing good. Let's be honest, if they were doing good, if the country was going well and everything was going well in the country, then the media might be able to just be a bit biased then. But, when the country's in a bit of a shamble, and everything's going top-sided. And they're still getting their big salaries. The media should not be really too friendly towards them. But yeah, thank you for watching. And let me know what you think, because that's really something that, I was taught, actually, by two county councillors. I was actually taught that when I was younger by two county councillors. They said, the two things in when you become a politician that you have to be, I suppose the word they used is worried. It's the public. You're answerable to the public. You are answerable to the public. If you're a public figure and you're being paid by the taxpayer, you're answerable. You're answerable to the public, whatever they require to you, whatever they require you to answer. You're answerable to them. And the same to the media. You answer to the media for the people to know. Which will probably be Mickey Mouse medias in this country. But anyway, thank you for watching. Subscribe for more, and bye.